Calculating incredibly complex interstellar trajectories, unlocking the deepest, most profound galactic mysteries, engaging the hyperdrive mechanism to warp through time, leaving the conventional three-dimensional reality behind. Nebulas bursting brightly with a spectacular purple hue, discovering an entirely different alternative cosmic view.
Twisting the frequency knobs upon the massive control panel, broadcasting our message across a highly classified channel. Asteroid fields completely bypassed by our sonic radar, navigating smoothly around the gravitational pull of the star.
Our spaceship is powered solely by a vibrating low frequency, fulfilling our absolute predetermined magnificent sequence. Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design of destiny, propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial mundane earthly sorrow, riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move.
Holographic projections displaying the distant constellation, approaching the beautifully illuminated final destination. Quantum leaping effortlessly across the vast empty void, dodging the dangerously erratic incoming
rocky meteoroid. Baselines are communicating with the alien civilizations, forming completely unprecedented interplanetary relations. Teleporting our consciousness into the digital mainframe, realizing that the concept of gravity is merely a game. Satellites transmitting our revolutionary upbeat rhythm, processing the audio through a highly advanced prism. Time is completely relative when you travel at this speed, fulfilling an ancient, futuristic, and profound cosmic engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design of destiny, propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial mundane earthly sorrow, riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Past and present are simultaneously colliding in this place. We are infinite beings exploring the outer limits of space. Let the reverberation carry us to the edge of infinity, embracing the ultimate realization of our dub divinity.
System check, warp speed, destination set.
Fulfill the need of destiny, propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial mundane earthly sorrow, across the heavily polluted intersection, finding a miraculous, unlikely space for pure perfection. Sprouting bravely through the cracks of the industrial pavement, defying the heavy machinery and the urban enslavement, reaching upward toward the sliver of available sunlight, fighting a remarkably quiet, incredibly persistent fight.
Smog is choking the heavily congested metropolitan air, but this botanical miracle is growing entirely without despair. Pedestrians are stepping blindly over the vibrant yellow petal, a fragile organism surviving amidst the cold, rusted metal.
Drinking the oily, contaminated runoff from the gutter, making the cynical, hardened city dwellers quietly mutter. Roots pushed down under the town, stems stand straight, conquering fate. Concrete flower blooming miraculously in the rigid zone, proving that true beauty can absolutely grow from stone. Standing up brilliantly against the monotonous gray skyline, offering up profoundly inspiring, wonderfully biological sign. Resilience is woven directly into your microscopic cellular core, opening an impossible, previously locked natural door.
Bulldozers threatening to flatten the developing delicate leaf, but your mere existence provides a monumental visual relief. Vibrating gently whenever the subterranean subway trains pass, a tiny oasis of life consisting of a single blade of grass, ignoring the toxic fumes emitting from the exhaust pipe, waiting patiently until the exact moment is completely ripe.
Monochrome landscapes desperately need your fluorescent hue, showing the neighborhood something incredibly fresh and new, surviving the harsh freezing frost of the bitter midwinter, acting as a tiny yet incredibly powerful biological splinter. Nature will continuously find a clever, unconventional way, paving over the earth will only work for a temporary day. Pushed down under the town, stems stand straight, conquering fate. Concrete flower blooming miraculously in the rigid zone, proving that true beauty can absolutely grow from stone. Standing up brilliantly against the monotonous gray skyline, offering up profoundly inspiring, wonderfully biological sign. Resilience is woven directly into your microscopic cellular core, opening an impossible, previously locked natural door. Harbors a hidden, soft grace, occupying this extremely hostile, incredibly unlikely space. Push through, reach high, ignore the gray, touch the sky. Concrete flower blooming miraculously in the rigid zone, against the monotonous gray skyline, offering up profoundly inspiring, wonderfully biological sign. Resilience is woven directly into your microscopic cellular core, opening an impossible, previously locked natural door. Petals unfold in the street, life always wins, never retreat. blistering rays, cooking the barren, cracked earth, questioning the ultimate value of this arid birth, wandering blindly through the suffocating dusty haze, trapped forever inside an endless fiery maze, mirages shimmering falsely upon the baked terrain, praying desperately for a single drop of cooling rain. Vultures circling high above the sweltering heat, dragging my exhausted, deeply blistered feet. Canteens drained, completely empty since yesterday, watching our fragile civilization quickly decay. Solar flares erupting violently in the stratosphere, facing an overwhelming, paralyzing existential fear. Temperature climbs higher, sky is made of fire, shadows disappear, apocalypse is here. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bones, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone. Scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill. Seeking refuge beneath a crumbling sandstone arch, continuing this incredibly brutal, punishing march. Skin peeling painfully from the ultraviolet exposure, lacking any semblance of emotional composure. Navigating by the alignment of the parched canyon, hoping to encounter a trustworthy, loyal companion. Drops stealing the moisture from my cracking lip, losing my previously formidable, tenacious grip. Tumbleweeds rolling aggressively across the flat land, burying our memories underneath the shifting sand. Sprinting fiercely against the blinding, toxic glare, breathing in the heavy smoke-filled, stagnant air. Temperature climbs higher, sky is made of fire, shadows disappear, apocalypse is here. Boiling the marrow inside my bones, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone. Scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill. Far behind, we adapt to the magma and the volcanic rock, ignoring the ticking of the doomsday clock. Keep walking, ignore the thirst, push onward, expect the worst. Crimson sun, boiling the marrow inside my bone, leaving me completely isolated and entirely alone. Oh, scorching the atmosphere until it bleeds a bloody red, walking silently among the valleys of the walking dead. Surviving the inferno requires an ironclad will, refusing to succumb while standing on this burning hill. Burning out, horizon bleeds, ashes scatter, planting seeds. Leaping effortlessly across the massive falling log, emerging stealthily from the dense morning fog, pulsing with the feral, deeply instinctual energy, unleashing a terrifying, beautiful, raw synergy. Claws extending sharply to grip the slippery moss, proving completely who is the undeniable boss.
Howling loudly at the crescent glowing lunar sphere, operating entirely without the concept of fear. Muscles contracting rapidly in a synchronized flex, engaging in a ritual that is remarkably complex.
Pouncing suddenly upon the unsuspecting target, leaving the domesticated, civilized life to forget. Heartbeats racing fast, inhibitions cast, animal inside, nowhere left to hide. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet.
Roaring powerfully to establish dominance today, scaring the weaker, cowardly competitors away. Camouflage perfectly among the vibrant green leaves, stealing the momentum like a pack of cunning thieves. Adrenaline pumping forcefully through the bulging vein, releasing the ferocious beats from its rusty chain.
Shedding the restrictive garments of polite society, embracing this wonderful chaotic notoriety, biting into the metaphorical juicy forbidden fruit, following the ancient ancestral biological route, panting heavily from the intense acrobatic exertion, enjoying the spectacular uninhibited diversion. Heartbeats racing fast, the inhibitions cast, animal inside, nowhere left to hide. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet. Logic is completely useless inside the deep wild. Revert immediately to the untamed feral child. Let the aggressive tempo manipulate your spine. Drink deeply from the jungle's intoxicating wine. Breathe deep, let it out, show your teeth, scream and shout. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet. Beats away, jungle shake, savage rhythm never break. polishing the leather dancing shoes until they absolutely shine. Stepping completely over the boring, restrictive, invisible line. Entering the crowded dance hall with a remarkably fierce intent, ensuring that every single ounce of my kinetic energy is spent. Skirts are flying dangerously high with every sudden rapid twirl, becoming the most unstoppable, fiercely energetic, confident girl.
Adjusting the brim of my incredibly stylish vintage fedora hat, moving across the floorboard quicker than a frightened alley cat. Wearing a remarkably sharp, highly tailored black and white suit, kicking a phenomenal rhythm with my heavy steel-toed boots. Sweat is pouring heavily down my deeply exhausted, smiling face, keeping the ridiculously fast, phenomenally demanding upbeat pace. Horns are blowing loud, jumping in the crowd, tempo running hot, giving all we got. Golden skank, demanding every single person to get up and move, caught entirely within this phenomenally aggressive, happy groove, bouncing incredibly high up on the heavily scuffed wooden floor, screaming at the exhausted band to play a little something more. Music is the absolute best medicine for a phenomenally heavy heart, tearing the incredibly boring, mundane reality completely apart. Spinning my exhausted partner with a highly coordinated dizzy spin, refusing to let the incredibly miserable worldly problems win. The snare drum is cracking violently like a heavily whiplash, watching the phenomenally loud, brilliantly shiny cymbals crash. Adrenaline is flooding rapidly through my entirely frantic vein, ignoring the incredibly sharp, wonderfully physical muscle pain.
Heels are clicking furiously exactly upon the syncopated beat, generating a phenomenally intense, remarkably localized heat, catching my ragged breath during the remarkably brief saxophone solo, dipping incredibly fast, dangerously and spectacularly deeply low. The entire room is vibrating from the incredibly massive sound, lifting my tired feet completely off the heavily stomped ground. Horns are blowing loud, jumping in the crowd, tempo running hot, giving all we got. Golden skank, demanding every single person to get up and move, caught entirely within this phenomenally descending rapidly into the pitch black, freezing aquatic void, where the conventional sense of direction is totally destroyed. Switching on the powerful waterproof halogen flashlight, piercing the incredibly dense, oppressive underwater night, floating silently past the jagged, terrifying limestone cave, right in the terrifying undercurrent of the deepest wave.
Nocturnal predators emerging from their hidden rocky lair, sensing our foreign presence in the heavily pressurized air. Giant moray eels exposing their incredibly sharp,
Crooked teeth, guarding the undiscovered mysteries buried underneath. Checking the oxygen gauge strapped tightly to my rubber wrist, swimming cautiously through the murky biological mist. Water turning cold, bravest of the bold, sonar echoes bounce, waiting for the pounce. Midnight reef, hiding secrets in the terrifying dark abyss, experiencing a highly dangerous adrenaline-fueled bliss. Navigating the treacherous drop-off without a protective cage, witnessing the ocean displaying its magnificent silent rage, surrounded by the glowing bioluminescent plankton swarm, surviving the unseen, incredibly massive underwater storm.
barracuda circling rapidly within a narrow peripheral view,
Displaying a remarkably intimidating silver hue,
communicating effectively using highly specific hand signals, observing the beautifully strange alien-like sea individuals. The rhythmic sound of my own breathing dominates my ear, conquering the deeply embedded instinctual human fear.
hovering weightlessly above the incredibly deep plunging trench, overcoming the incredibly strong, paralyzing, fearful clench. Jellyfish pulsing gracefully with a highly toxic neon glow, drifting wherever the powerful, unpredictable currents flow. The surface is an unimaginable, incredibly distant memory, lost completely inside this terrifying aquatic sensory. Water turning cold, bravest of the bold, sonar echoes bounce, waiting for the pounce. Midnight reef, hiding secrets in the terrifying dark abyss, experiencing a highly dangerous adrenaline-fueled bliss. Navigating the treacherous drop-off without a protective cage, witnessing the ocean displaying its magnificent silent rage, surrounded by the glowing bioluminescent plankton swarm, surviving the unseen, incredibly massive underwater storm. Nothing of the ocean's true face. We are temporary visitors invading this nocturnal, hostile space. Respect the terrifying sovereignty of the deep blue unknown, where the predatory rulers sit upon their coral throne.
Sink down deep, lights go out in the dark. Without a doubt,
midnight reef, hiding secrets in the terrifying dark abyss. It's terrifying dark abyss, experiencing a highly dangerous adrenaline-fueled bliss. Never-lit-fueled bliss, navigating the treacherous drop-off without a protective cage, witnessing the ocean displaying its magnificent silent rage, surrounded by the glowing bioluminescent plankton swarm, surviving the unseen, incredibly massive underwater storm.
swim to the top, pressure drops. Midnight
Sitting cross-legged upon the fallen mossy timber log, surrounded completely by the thick descending evening fog, singing softly without needing an amplified microphone, revealing a beautifully raw and deeply vulnerable tone. Sparks are drifting lazily toward the starry canopy, experiencing a moment of pure, unplugged humanity.
Tuning the wooden pegs until the pitch is crystal clear, creating a remarkably safe comfort sphere. No tangled cables or electronic pedals on the ground,
relying entirely upon this organic, stripped-down sound. Fingertips developing calluses from the heavy steel string, remembering the exact reason why we initially chose to sing. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash, voices harmonize underneath the skies. Oh, acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest.
passing the battered instrument to the incredibly talented friend, hoping this magnificent private concert will never end. Harmonicas whining sweetly in the minor bluesy key, unlocking a profound internal emotional degree.
Shadows are dancing playfully against the tall pine trees, feeling a refreshing, remarkably gentle midnight breeze.
Snapping our fingers perfectly onto the offbeat rhythm, shining our genuine talent through a transparent prism, clapping our hands to provide the necessary percussion, engaging in a beautiful, highly musical discussion. The campfire provides the only illumination that we need, planting a remarkably beautiful collaborative seed. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash, voices harmonize underneath the skies. Acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Electricity is completely unnecessary when the soul is bright. We are capturing the pure essence of the starry night. Let the organic frequencies heal the complicated mind, leaving the highly manufactured artificial world behind. Strum the chord, hum the tune, sing it loud. Strum the chord, hum the tune, sing it loud. Flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production and the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Fire dies down, embers fade, beautiful music we have made.
Wandering through the glowing avenues of holographic light, bypassing the facial recognition cameras of the night, uploading conscious algorithms straight into the mainframe, refusing to participate within the simulated game. Billboards flashing heavily with artificial corporate smiles, downloading the ancient wisdom from the hidden encrypted files, plugging my connector directly into the underground grid, uncovering the ugly truths the politicians proudly hid, typing out a revolutionary code upon the keyboard, dismantling the power of the technological overload. Optical fibers transmitting the heavily rebellious spark, illuminating the incredibly oppressive cybernetic dark. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back Neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving a monumental, unprecedented online liberty.
Drones are patrolling the heavily restricted upper airspace, but they cannot eradicate the human spirit from this place. Broadcasting a pirate radio signal through the firewall, watching the incredibly massive tech monopoly empire fall, encrypting the passwords to unlock the universal truth, inspiring the heavily marginalized
Cyberpunk youth avatars are marching proudly down the virtual boulevard, evading the incredibly strict robotic security guard. Metallic hearts are beating with the surprisingly warm pulse, rejecting a societal programming that feels deeply false, wiring our collective consciousness into a singular node, walking courageously down this newly illuminated road. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back Neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving monumental, unprecedented online liberty. Machinery will absolutely never replicate the human soul. We are retaining our magnificent biological control. Let the servers overheat and let the monitors completely fry. Our organic destiny is written boldly across the real sky. Hack the core, cut the wire, neon dreams catching fire. Neon fire, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving a monumental, unprecedented online liberty. descending rapidly into the pitch-black, freezing aquatic void, where the conventional sense of direction is totally destroyed. Switching on the powerful waterproof halogen flashlight, piercing the incredibly dense oppressive underwater night, floating silently past the jagged, terrifying limestone cave, riding the terrifying undercurrent of the deepest wave.
Nocturnal predators emerging from the hidden rocky lair, sensing a foreign presence in the heavily pressurized air. Giant moray eels exposing their incredibly sharp, crooked teeth, guarding the undiscovered mysteries buried underneath. Checking the oxygen gauge strapped tightly to my rubber wrist, swimming cautiously through the murky
biological mist. Water turning cold, bravest of the bold. Sonar echoes bounce, waiting for the pounce. Midnight reef, hiding secrets in the terrifying dark abyss, experiencing a highly dangerous adrenaline-fueled bliss, navigating the treacherous drop-off without a protective cage, witnessing the ocean displaying its magnificent silent rage, surrounded by the glowing bioluminescent plankton swarm, surviving the unseen, incredibly massive underwater storm.
Barracuda circling rapidly within the narrow peripheral view, displaying a remarkably intimidating silver hue, communicating effectively using highly specific hand signals, observing the beautifully strange alien-like
sea individuals. The rhythmic sound of my own breathing dominates my ear, conquering the deeply embedded instinctual human fear. Hovering weightlessly above the incredibly deep plunging trench, overcoming the incredibly strong, paralyzing, fearful clench. Jellyfish posing gracefully with the highly toxic neon glow, drifting wherever the powerful, unpredictable currents flow. The surface is an unimaginable, incredibly distant memory, lost completely inside this terrifying aquatic sensory. Water turning cold, bravest of the bold. Sonar echoes bounce, waiting for the pounce. Midnight reef, hiding secrets in the terrifying dark abyss, experiencing a highly dangerous adrenaline-fueled bliss, navigating the treacherous drop-off without a protective cage, witnessing the ocean displaying its magnificent silent rage, surrounded by the glowing bioluminescent plankton swarm, surviving the unseen, incredibly massive underwater storm. Invading this nocturnal, hostile space, respect the terrifying sovereignty of the deep blue unknown, where the predatory rulers sit upon their coral throne. Sink down deep, lights go out, in the dark, without a doubt. Midnight reef, hiding secrets in the terrifying dark abyss, experiencing a highly dangerous adrenaline-fueled bliss, navigating the treacherous drop-off without a protective cage, witnessing the ocean displaying its magnificent silent rage, surrounded by the glowing bioluminescent plankton swarm, surviving the unseen, incredibly massive underwater storm. Swim to the top, pressure drops, midnight dive, never stops. of collective inherited tear, carrying the heavy responsibility upon my aching shoulder, watching the youngest generations grow significantly older, pointing my wooden staff towards the distant promised peak, providing a powerful voice for the marginalized and the meek.
Navigating the treacherous valleys and the treacherous slopes, bearing the unbelievable weight of a million fragile hopes, refusing to abandon the stragglers falling behind the line, seeking constantly for a divine, validating heavenly sign. The diadem of leadership is forged from suffering and pain, enduring the harshness of the freezing torrential rain.
Head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of their captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary,
parting the dangerous rivers with the steadfast iron resolve, watching the enemy's oppressive wicked strategies dissolve, standing at the absolute forefront of this massive migration, building the fundamental pillars of a liberated nation, ignoring the cynical critics and the treacherous betrayal, sailing forward without needing any conventional sails,
healing the blistered souls with soothing botanical balm, singing ancient hymns to maintain a necessary unified calm. Prophecies are unfolding exactly as the elders foretold, witnessing the courage of the community becoming bold, leaving the monumental pyramids of slavery in the dust, operating solely on a profound, unshakable mutual trust. Mountains standing tall, hear the righteous call, crossing borderlines, reading sacred signs. Exodus crown resting heavily upon a designated head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of their captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary. There is absolutely no possibility of ever turning around. Our future is firmly planted upon this newly discovered ground. The tyrannical pharaohs have permanently lost their grip. We have successfully survived this arduous, epic trip. Step forward, do not yield, claim the land, plant the field. Exodus crown resting heavily upon a designated head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of the captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary. Journey ends, freedom rings, peasants rise, traffic light, bypassing the facial recognition cameras of the night, uploading conscious algorithms straight into the mainframe, refusing to participate within the simulated game. Billboard flashing heavily with artificial corporate smiles, downloading the ancient wisdom from the hidden encrypted files.
Plugging my connector directly into the underground grid, uncovering the ugly truths the politicians
proudly hid,
typing out the revolutionary
code up on the keyboard, dismantling the power of the technological overlord. Optical fibers transmitting the heavily rebellious spark, illuminating the incredibly oppressive cybernetic dark. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving our monumental, unprecedented online liberty.
Drones are patrolling the heavily restricted upper airspace, but they cannot eradicate the human spirit from this place. Broadcasting a pirate radio signal through the firewall, watching the incredibly massive tech monopoly empire fall, decrypting the passwords to unlock the universal truth, inspiring the heavily marginalized
cyberpunk youth. Avatars are marching proudly down the virtual boulevard, evading the incredibly strict robotic security guard. Metallic hearts are beating with the surprisingly warm pulse, rejecting the societal programming that feels deeply false, wiring our collective consciousness into a singular node, walking courageously down this newly illuminated road. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving a monumental, unprecedented online liberty. Machinery will absolutely never replicate the human soul. We are retaining our magnificent biological control. Let the servers overheat and let the monitors completely fry. Our organic destiny is written boldly across the real sky. Hack the core, cut the wire. Neon dreams catching fire. Neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving a monumental, unprecedented online liberty. System crash, reboot the mind, neon fades, real life we find. harvest directly from the drooping branch. Standing alone upon this incredibly quiet, isolated ranch. Sticky nectar staining my fingertips, a deep, vibrant pink, giving me entirely too much uninterrupted time to think. The orchard is overflowing with a phenomenally sweet aroma, sinking deeply into a lethargic, highly emotional coma.
Sitting silently upon a splintered wooden rocking chair, missing a beautiful companion who previously was there. Flies are buzzing constantly around the fallen, rotting crop, wishing this relentless, agonizing heartbreak would stop biting into the flesh. But it only tastes like profound regret, trying incredibly hard to move forward and simply forget. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blue singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved, looking at your initials that we permanently carved. Baking a traditional pie, but having nobody to share a slice, paying an incredibly steep, emotionally devastating price. The kitchen is completely silent except for the ticking clock, staring aimlessly at the highly secure brass door lock. Even the bright summer day feels exceptionally bleak, losing the comforting energy that I constantly seek. Preserving the food inside a collection of tightly sealed jars, gazing upward at the remarkably indifferent twinkling stars, wiping my damp forehead with the checkered cotton sleeve, still struggling to process why you decided to leave. The soil is fertile, but my internal spirit is completely dry, letting out an incredibly long, exhausted and heavy sigh. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blue singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with a highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved, looking at your initials that we permanently carved. No amount of sugar can properly sweeten a broken vow. I am entirely consumed by this agonizing sadness now. Let the unpicked fruit fall softly onto the overgrown weed. I am lacking the essential romantic nourishment I need. Taste the sweet, feel the sting, empty porch, broken ring. Oh, I'm guava blue singing a melancholic agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful,
my soul is completely starved, looking at your initials that we permanently carved. Sun goes down, orchard sleeps, lowly farm softly weeps. Ascending the concrete staircase like a rightful queen, commanding the attention of the entire local scene. Wearing cheap jewelry that sparkles like genuine ice, paying the ultimate, undeniable, heavy street price. Ruling the intersection with a fierce, uncompromising grace, claiming authority in this marginalized, forgotten place.
Sitting proudly upon a discarded mattress throne, defending the territory that we officially own. Building empires from the rubble and the broken brick, learning every clever, resourceful survival trick, disregarding the systemic attempts to keep us down, polishing the edges of my invisible heavy crown.
Royalty in the slum, hear the marching drum. Poverty breeds kings, watch the ghetto sing. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. No nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive, staggering amount.
Holding court beside a glowing corner bodega, operating smoother than an imported classic Sega, counseling the youngsters who admire my confident strut, escaping the cyclical, predictable societal rut. Respect is the only currency that truly matters here, conquering the deeply ingrained generational fear.
Draping myself in fabrics bought from the thrift store, demanding equality and knocking down the closed door. Elegance cannot be purchased by the wealthy elite, it is organically cultivated directly on the street. Raising my chin to project a phenomenal pride, having absolutely nothing shameful left to hide. Royalty in the slum, hear the marching drum. Poverty breeds kings, watch the ghetto sing. Ghetto majesty shining brightly through the neighborhood, proving our absolute worth and doing incredible good, turning the impoverished struggle into pure solid gold. Stories of our resilience will permanently be told. Nobility exists despite the lack of a bank account, overcoming obstacles in a massive, staggering amount. Palaces of glass will eventually shatter and fall, but our brick foundations will outlast them all. Sovereignty belongs to the brave, resilient heart, tearing the oppressive, unfair hierarchy apart. Stand tall, claim your space, rule the block with perfect grace. Hey, ghetto majesty shining Calculating incredibly complex interstellar trajectories, unlocking the deepest, most profound galactic mysteries, engaging the hyperdrive mechanism to warp through time, leaving the conventional three-dimensional reality behind. Nebulas bursting brightly with a spectacular purple hue, discovering an entirely different, alternative cosmic view.
Twisting the frequency knobs upon the message control panel, broadcasting our message across a highly classified channel. Asteroid fields completely bypassed by our sonic radar, navigating smoothly around the gravitational pull of the star. Our spaceship is powered solely by a vibrating low frequency, fulfilling our absolute predetermined magnificent sequence.
Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design. Drug destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move.
Holographic projections displaying the distant constellation, approaching the beautifully illuminated final destination. Quantum leaping effortlessly across the vast empty void, dodging the dangerously erratic incoming rocky meteoroid. Baselines are communicating with the alien civilizations, forming completely unprecedented interplanetary relations.
Teleporting our consciousness into the digital mainframe, realizing that the concept of gravity is merely a game. Satellites transmitting our revolutionary upbeat rhythm, processing the audio through a highly advanced prism. Time is completely relative when you travel at this speed, fulfilling an ancient, futuristic, and profound cosmic need. Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design. Of destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Past and present are simultaneously colliding in this place. We are infinite beings exploring the outer limits of space. Let the reverberation carry us to the edge of infinity, embracing the ultimate realization of our dub divinity.
System check. Warp speed. Destination set. Fulfill the need.
Dub destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future to the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Echo fades, stars blur.
We become what we were.
Echo fades, stars blur. Barometers are dropping rapidly inside the Capitol Square. A highly palpable kinetic tension filling up the air. Dark cumulonimbus clouds gathering over the Parliament roof, providing the undeniably terrifying meteorological proof. Winds of radical change are blowing furiously through the gate, delivering a highly necessary, uncompromising, heavy fate.
Lightning strikes directly upon the heavily guarded institutions, sparking a wildly uncontrollable, magnificent revolution. Hurricanes of absolute justice
Tearing off the expensive doors,
washing away the systemic corruption
from the marble floors. Boarding up the windows will not prevent this massive gale. Watching the incredibly arrogant, tyrannical leaders fail. Thunder rolls loud, look at the crowd. Vortex spins fast, raging cannot last. Rebel storm unleashing a terrifying cleansing wrath, destroying everything currently standing in its path. A whirlwind of righteous anger sweeping across the land, taking a highly uncompromising, incredibly militant stand. Let the torrential downpour totally submerge the lies, watching the magnificent, unstoppable cyclone rise.
Tornadoes ripping the fraudulent treaties right into shreds, removing the golden crowns from their undeserving heads. Sirens are completely drowned out by the deafening thunderclap, eradicating the borders drawn up on their colonial map. Anemometers are breaking from the sheer incredible force. Nature is rapidly correcting this deeply flawed course.
Evacuation orders are thoroughly and completely ignored. The marginalized citizens are picking up the discarded sword. Umbrellas offer absolutely zero protection from this hail, exposing the highly corrupted, incredibly fragile scale. A tempest of marginalized voices roaring in perfect unison, invading the highly protected, heavily fortified garrison. Thunder rolls loud, look at the crowd. Vortex spins fast, raging cannot last. Rebel storm unleashing a terrifying cleansing wrath, destroying everything currently standing in its path. A whirlwind of righteous anger sweeping across the land, taking a highly uncompromising, incredibly militant stand. Let the torrential downpour totally submerge the lies, watching the magnificent, unstoppable cyclone rise. We are destroying the establishment entirely together. The atmospheric pressure has officially reached its absolute peak, empowering the formerly silent, marginalized, and weak. Sky turns black, wind blows cold, totally submerge the lies, watching the magnificent, unstoppable cyclone rise. Storm